Cancer. Happy Sagittarius season. This is your relationship TarotScope. And what was I going to say? I will be doing an extended reading. At the end of this, I will be linking this in my Patreon. So if you're catching this part on Patreon, there will be a link for an extended. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you can head on over to my Patreon, highfemmerising. The link will be in the comments. I'm still kind of working out how to link things on YouTube, but that will be over there. I'm also offering one-to-one work right now for 15 people this quarter. Queer and trans people who are heartbroken and want to move through that with some support, some big life transition, loss, death. And once I have 15 people, I will close that for this quarter. But my newsletter is where you can find my one-to-one work, and there is a link for that on my Patreon. So if that's interesting, you can find me there. That's where I will be doing any one-to-one offerings. Okay. I think that's all I was going to say. So let's see what is going on for Cancer. I read for Mars and Venus in Cancer. Sun, Moon, and Rising will also be helpful too, but I encourage you to find where your Mars and your Venus are and watch the video for that sun. So for my Venus in Cancer and my Mars in Cancer, and also Sun, Moon, and Rising. So oh yeah, I'm Yaya. I don't think I said that at the beginning. And you found highfemmerising. Glad you're here. Let's see what we got going on. Cancer. We've got the Ten of Swords in the recent past. Okay. What is going on for Cancer here in the present? The Magician. Awesome. And then what is blocking Cancer's this Sagittarius season? Daughter of Swords reversed. Street noise. I'll be getting street noise. I'm filming this on my balcony, so sometimes I have to pause and let the dogs bark and cars honk and neighborhood babes yell. What's going on for Cancer at the root? We've got the Daughter of Swords as a block this Sag season. So what's at the root here? Hierophant. Okay. And what is the way forward for Cancers? Seven of Wands reversed. Okay. So with the Ten of Swords in your recent past, you're going to be feeling a bit defeated, Cancer. You might have some just exhaustion and having some trouble in your relationships, or just, you know, something has completed here. And, you know, the Ten of Swords can also be delusion. I feel like there's some of the outer planets that are in Pisces right now, some shadow of that can be delusion. And Cancer, I mean, all of the signs can experience delusion and illusions. If you're feeling pretty wrecked right now, Cancer, or that's what's been going on, that's kind of the energy of the recent past for you. Like, I hope that this Sagittarius season you will find some ways to nourish yourselves and allow yourselves to be nourished by others. In the present, we have the Magician, and this is really, you know, you being aware of your power and your ability to move energy and be in your energy and like take energy in, and like, you know, this is a very strong, there's a lot of willfulness in this card. The Magician is, you know, a sorceress, a sorceress, a sorcerer. There's a lot of wisdom in this card. There is the understanding that you know how to move and control energy, and so some shadow energy of that can be manipulation. But you've got the Daughter of Swords reversed as what's blocking you right now. I feel like emotionally you might be having a hard time knowing kind of what to do right now or what steps to take. There might be something that's blocking you from doing the things that you know you need to do, or something that's blocking you from fully understanding what it is you need to do and how you can move energy in a way that serves you and is healthy in your relationships. You've got the Hierophant reversed at the root, so there might be some, you know, cultural or ancestral work that you're doing right now in this season of like rot and decay, and looking at what is no longer serving you and what maybe cultural norms, ways that you've conformed, ways that you thought that like, oh, well, if I do this, then I'll get this result. I can move things in this certain way. And Hierophant reverse, I feel like we're looking at ways in which, you know, we have beliefs that are informing our actions that are rigid, potentially kind of legalistic, or we're being litigious with ourselves or others. It's like, oh, we need to do it this way, or this is how relationships work. And you might be really questioning the ways in which your relationships are set up, the kinds of relationships you're in, and how you're showing up in a relationship, Cancer. I think that how are you showing up when you're not getting what you need in a relationship, or when you're choosing to stay in relationships that aren't nourishing to you, that aren't aligned with your values, and when you're spending time around people that you lose your sense of home and peace when you're around these people. And if you're feeling like defeated and fucked up, like in the recent past, I hope you'll tend to like your kind of foundational needs right now. You know, getting enough rest, making sure you're eating something, having someone cook you dinner. A lot of the Cancers, the Venus and Mars in Cancers, I know, it's just like, y'all love to cook. You're good at you're great cooks. You love cooking. It's okay if that's not you, but you know, is there someone that could make you dinner? Is there someone that could like nurture you, Cancer, that could come to your home and bring you something that you're needing right now? Is there something you can ask for that your friends, your lovers, your community can show up for you? The Seven of Wands is what we got in the way, reversed, moving forward. takes a lot of courage to move through a place of, the way through is, with the Seven of Wands here, is really being active against the ways in which you've like internalized oppression, the ways that you've internalized something to be true about you when you've gone through difficulties, or you've even been a part of creating conflict. This is like moving through conflict and fighting if you need to, and with it being reversed, I feel like the conflict might be inside of you. There's something that you're working through that's like internal here. And maybe you're shifting out of some ways of being in a relationship, or you're shifting out of some relationships that are rooted in values that really aren't aligned with you, Cancer. That's what it feels like is happening here to me. That's what these cards are telling me. If you want to go a little bit deeper, I'm going to have an extended posted below on my Patreon. If you're on YouTube, the extended will be posted over on my Patreon. Otherwise, I will see you next season for your Capricorn relationship tarot scope. Hey.